All right, folks, welcome to America Talks Live. I'm Steve Malsberg. We have a big show for you, lots of breaking news. We have Cheryl Atkinson with us, Tom Tancredo, John Zogby. But first, Bill Tucker is here to bring us all the latest.
Thank you, Steve. The White House has made it clear it is staying out of the FBI email investigation. The White House has also said they don't believe James Comey is trying to influence the outcome of the election. But someone who is trying to influence the election, casino magnate Sheldon Adelson. He has committed $25 million to a super PAC attacking Hillary Clinton. The donation is a sign that the high-rolling conservative donors now believe Donald Trump, in fact, could beat Clinton in next week's election. And if you look at the latest polls, Trump has a pretty good chance at being commander-in-chief. 3 new polls show both candidates are struggling to get a 1-point lead on the other. Rasmussen has Clinton and Trump knotted up at 44 each. For more on those stories and plenty of others, head on over to Newsmax.com. Steve?
All right, Bill, thank you very much. Okay, so lots of news to get to, of course. Tom Tancredo joins us momentarily. The Real Clear average of polls, Hillary's lead is down to about 2 points. So it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. We got a week to go, of course. Hillary yesterday said this about the investigation into Huma Abedin's emails.
First of all, for those of you who are concerned about my using personal email, I understand. And as I've said, I'm not making excuses. I've said it was a mistake and I regret it. And now they apparently want to look at emails of one of my staffers. And by all means, they should look at them. And I am sure they will reach the same conclusion they did when they looked at my emails for the last year. There is no case here.
Wow. First of all, one of my staffers, they want to look at emails from one of my staffers. That was her. I did not have let me point my crooked finger. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Ms. Lewinsky. That was her Ms. Lewinsky moment. One of my staffers, a woman who's been described as a daughter, a second daughter to her, now is one of my staffers who's not even with her anymore? Wow. That's the first thing that went through my mind when he said Ms. Lewinsky, like he didn't know who she was. He doesn't know who this, she doesn't know who the one, well, one of my staffers. Her right-hand person for 20 years is now one of my staffers. And how does she know there's nothing there? How does she know? She doesn't know. She can't know. As a matter of fact, she might know quite the opposite. That was very, very telling. All right, let's move on from there. Here's what Josh Earnest had to say yesterday on behalf of the president at the White House regarding James Comey, FBI director.
The president doesn't believe that he's secretly strategizing to benefit one candidate or one political party. He's in a tough spot. And he's the one who will be in a position to defend his actions in the face of significant criticism from a variety of legal experts, including individuals who served in senior Department of Justice positions in administrations that were led by presidents in both parties.
So the president of the United States is on record as saying, I don't think Comey's trying to influence an election. I'm not going to knock him for that. Yet the Clinton campaign and everyone involved in it and every Democrat and every media member is knocking him. Why is the president separating himself? Think about it. We'll discuss this at length later on in the show. And then there's James Kallstrom, former top FBI official, who said this.
I think there's something happening. I mean, people are asking me, what is this about? I think something big is going to happen. I don't know what it is.
In the next 10 days.
It's just my gut feeling.
In the next 10 days.
Yeah, I think so.
So he wouldn't have come out unless he knew it was coming out.
Well, I think he couldn't hold on to it any longer.
Right.
Okay? Because who knows? I mean, maybe the locals would have stepped in on this thing.
New York City would have done it. That's my take.
Who knows? And then he'd really be in the doghouse.
He'd be embarrassed big time. I think he had to do it.
Yeah.
I think something really big is happening or going to happen. We shall see. It might not be till after the election. Now, Donna Brazile, poor Donna Brazile. She's still the interim head of the DNC. She's the Reince Priebus of the DNC. What if I told you today that yet another email has come out proving that once again, if it's accurate, and nobody's denied it, that Reince Priebus gave questions to Donald Trump in advance of the debates. What if I told you that? You'd say, you would have heard it. You would have said, the media would have, they would have demanded Reince Priebus step down. Of course. Another email came out yesterday about Donna Brazile. There's been one already in the past, and now we have a new one. Let's put it up. This is this is insane. Donna Brazile to Jennifer Palmieri, Hillary's campaign person. From time to time, I get the questions in advance. Look at this. This is from March of this year. I really rarely hear it. I'll send a few more, though some questions Roland submitted. Well, there's also one, and I thought it was going to be the one that I picked out, but it's not, where she talks about a specific question regarding a woman with a rash is going to ask a question on the water in Flint, Michigan, and it's coming to Hillary. Yeah. You know what CNN did yesterday? They fired her because apparently she was still on the payroll even though she was an interim DNC head. I thought she quit that job. I guess she took a leave. She's gone because they're bothered by that. Oh, they're bothered by that. How about demanding that she step down as head of the DNC? No. Bernie supporters, you guys got screwed big time. Big, big time. And now I want you to listen to what Josh Earnest said about Donna Brazile.
The president believes that she's done a fine job stepping in a very difficult situation to lead the Democratic Party. Look, those of us who've known Donna a long time know that she is a person of integrity and a person of high character. She's a true professional who is a tenacious and effective advocate for Democrats. And she uses that skill regularly on television. She has been using that skill regularly as a party official. And I, for one, am pretty excited about the fact that we've got her on our team.
Of course, because according to the email, she's crooked and she's a cheater. And she just got fired from CNN. And you're proud to have her on your team.